Most people think cash will disappear suddenly. One announcement, one law, one switch turned off. That is not how it happens. Cash is not being banned overnight. It is being made inconvenient, discouraged, and irrelevant. Quietly, gradually, without resistance. In this video, we are not talking about conspiracy. We are talking about incentives, systems, and control. Because when cash disappears, money does not just change form. Power does. Look around. Shops that no longer accept cash. Public transport that requires cards or apps. Online services with no cash option. Nothing illegal, nothing dramatic, just modernization. Digital payments are faster, more convenient, easier to track. Cash still exists, but it is being quietly sidelined, not by force, by habit. Cash has one feature governments struggle with. It is hard to track. Cash transactions are private, unrecorded, difficult to tax in real time. From a system perspective, cash represents lost tax revenue, unmonitored activity, limited control. Digital money solves this. Every transaction leaves a trail. Every payment can be measured. Every flow can be analyzed. Cash limits oversight. Digital money expands it. Banks and corporations love digital money. Digital payments generate data. Data creates insight. Insight creates profit. Fees. Behavior tracking, spending patterns. Cash does none of this. Cash does not generate data. Cash does not lock you into platforms. Cash does not scale. In a digital economy, cash is inefficient, and inefficient tools are slowly removed. Here is the most important point. Cash removal is not about banning freedom. It is about designing behavior. When money is digital, spending can be restricted, accounts can be frozen, transactions can be delayed or denied, not necessarily abused, but possible. Control does not need to be used to be powerful. It only needs to exist. Cash limits this control, which is why it must fade. Every major shift needs a justification. Crises provide that. Financial crises, health crises, security concerns. Each crisis creates urgency. Urgency reduces resistance. Digital payments are promoted as safer, cleaner, more resilient, and during emergencies, people accept changes they would normally question. Temporary measures often become permanent systems. Cash cannot be removed suddenly. Too much resistance, too much distrust, too many people left behind, so the transition must feel natural, optional, convenient, inevitable. When people stop using cash voluntarily, removal becomes unnecessary. The system waits. A world with less cash is not automatically evil. It is efficient, transparent, programmable, but it changes the balance of power. Money becomes permission-based, access becomes conditional, privacy becomes limited. Understanding this matters, because convenience always comes with trade-offs. This is not about panic, it is about awareness. Relying entirely on one form of money creates vulnerability. Systems change, rules shift, access can be interrupted. Those who understand this build flexibility, not resistance. Options. Cash is not disappearing because it failed. It is disappearing because it limits control in a system that prioritizes visibility and management. This transition will not be announced. It will be experienced, one closed option at a time. Capital Unlocked exists to help you notice these shifts before they become normal, because once a system feels normal, it no longer feels optional. Understanding money today is not about predicting the future, it is about recognizing direction, and direction is already clear.